Alright, let's do this. This is like the #1... Oopsie. Pyromancies. I'm gonna finally remember. This might be one of like the #1 zones in the entire game that I just like don't know my way through, really. I would say this place and probably Tomb of Giants, probably. Even Tomb of Giants though, I think I can get to the end goal. I think I can map the route to at least the end goal better than I can this place. Tomb of Giants, I just get more confused about all the tertiary locations and stuff like that. Combustion. Fire surge. The pure within. I'm not psyched about power within. Maybe just during boss fights, but outside of that context, it feels like a weird spell. Other stuff is miracle and yeah, they're miracles and stuff. Fireball. Fire orb. Iron flesh. Iron flesh is a weird one. I don't know. I guess I haven't shown this in this playthrough yet. Kajong. Ugh. You can't even roll because you're so heavy. Does it show up in my equipment stats? No, equip load does not change. It just straight up makes you so heavy that you can't roll and stuff like that by default. You just have to be up for the idea of being in tank mode. You cannot run, you cannot roll, you just move around this slow and better be blocking. I'm not psyched about it. What does that sound? It wasn't an invasion. It's not a thing I love to do, but I think I did try to use it against Four Kings in my previous playthrough because it's a DPS race and being able to just ignore damage is handy. Iron Flesh boosts defense and resilience. Use this pyromancy requires caution as the caster becomes exceedingly heavy and unable to move freely. See, am I still in... I'm not in that mode anymore. Let's see. Does it show up as my defenses physically, I wonder? Physical defense 202. And poise 0. Oopsie. I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, it kind of does, because this isn't kindled. Poise 0. Physical defense 202. Oh, I didn't... what was the parenthesis number before? Was it already 104? So, whatever the effects are of this spell, I don't think they show up numerically anywhere. Also, I have 0 poise? Oopsie. I didn't mean to unequip you, I meant to look at here, yeah. Is poise here? What the what happened? Oh, that's Iron Flesh wearing off, okay. I was like, am I being affected by like that thing where like somebody casts a miracle in another world or something? I think poise mostly comes from armor, and this stuff doesn't have poise, right? Yeah. That's the main thing, is I have 0 poise. I didn't realize I literally had 0 poise, just because I didn't really realize that that equipment had 0 poise. I just assumed there was high poise and low poise, but literally 0. That's interesting. Alright. Combustion. Just a little rapid fire kill. Fire surge is weird. You have to hold it down. And it'll like keep going. I'll play around with these a little bit. For funsies. Because the fireball stuff is mostly not helping me out that much. Although... let's not do Iron Flesh. I'll keep Fire Orb in my back pocket for when I do need to want to throw something. If I get in a situation like that one time with the rat, where I was like, hey, throwing this at you is handy. Invade the world with Gravelord Servant? They keep disappearing. I have a vague idea of the layout of this place, mainly because it's a fucking castle. There's only so much variability to the layouts, pretty much is what you get on the surface. But, the weird arcane path you take to get through it, I never remember. Whoa! One hit, one kill. God damn. Ah! 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 I've never seen that before. That was the somebody kindled nearby so you get an extra Estus flask animation. But I think I've seen before that your character like glows for a bit. I don't think I've ever seen before that a freaking fire comes flying at you from the last bonfire you were at. I don't know if they added that or if that was always that way, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's a bonkers thing to just see. Why was that guy charging at me? Like when did... I wonder where he aggroed from. It's unnerving because that animation looks like you're being attacked by fire. This is the fake one, right? Who's got a big fake fireplace? They kind of hint at it with that weird breathing sound you're hearing. What did I just walk into? The Dark Souls 2 trailer? Excuse me. I'm literally just hearing the mimic breathing, aren't I? That's what the breathing sound is. Yeah, I don't know. It could be the Titanite demon or some other creature nearby. But I think I was literally just hearing the breathing mimic from down here. All Havel's armor. It's weird trying to figure out the logistics of like how Havel exists as a character in the game, and you can fight him, and that's presumably where he was locked up, like the story says, because he had a secret. He knew a secret, but then all of his gear is here. I could always just Floyd you, but it feels weird to skip a fight for some reason. There we go. God damn, this weapon's getting scary. I would predict that during the ONS fight, we're probably going to have some surprisingly large damage values coming around during the fight. What I'm more concerned about, though, is will my slow weapon... I know the breathing's still happening, it must be upstairs. My bigger concern is, will I be able to handle the speed problem? Because there's two enemies at once, one of them is relatively fast, and I'm just using the slowest ass weapon. We'll see if my crowd management skills reward me today. Does not open from this side. That's how doors work. I mean, it is kind of. The doors that have one-sided locks, obviously. That'd be such a cool... It'd be such a cool spinning transition if it wasn't for the fact that the camera keeps defaulting to a certain distance, and so it bounces off every single pillar every single time it goes by one. So it's like, oh, look at this nice smooth transition. Like, oh, damn it. I think modern FromSoftware would make it so the camera zooms in closer to you while you're going up that ladder. I say that with reference to the fact that that's how they handled... Ching. That's how they handled a lot of boss fights later in the franchise. They started doing boss fights against bigger and bigger enemies in bigger and bigger locations, and their way of handling the camera issue, because the camera isn't always suited for that, is to make the camera physically zoom out further away from the protagonist, so that you can see the fight better. Unfortunately, some of the games that heavily ape FromSoftware's style with Dark Souls, I think Neo and... I think both Neo and The Surge had this problem, if I remember correctly. They'll have you fight big bad monsters in their games, but they won't... Am I being attacked right now? No, it's my own footsteps. God damn, there's a lot of mimics around here. Unfortunately, I think the games that imitate FromSoftware to an extent didn't quite learn that lesson, so you fight some big enemies where your character, unfortunately, is like really obscured by the enemy and the camera's like struggling. But if I remember correctly, like, fights like Dark Eater Midear and stuff like that, like I guess it didn't block in time. I think during fights like Dark Eater Midear and stuff like that, your camera zooms way the hell out. And it's really appreciated. But there's other little touches, like zooming in, that would be appreciated in moments where your camera's freaking out in minor little things. Yep, that's the breathing. Oh, hi. You're so stoic and unresponsive, it's kind of weird. Uh-oh. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that, you didn't see that, you didn't see that. There we go. I mean, at some point, why wouldn't you? It's just the most clean way to fight them. One quick backstab and the entire fight's over. Howdy down there. I skipped 2 of you earlier. Because they had 1 billion hit points and I kind of wasn't feeling it, to be honest. Entire balcony is just dedicated to being like, look at that sweet dragon. That's what the Hellkite Drake looks like, right? But different color? I think that's where that really weird head design look comes from. That looks kind of bizarre by the standards of other dragons in the game and the franchise. It's the weird... It's... that wasn't me, that was someone actually moving in response to me. No thank you. No thank you. Ooh boy. That didn't go so hot for you. We good? We clean? He dead? Yeah. Are y'all aggroing through walls? I think I saw someone clip through a wall earlier. Like they were aggroed on me. Unnerving. That's not open from this side. Oh, this one do. Hello. So she just spends a lot of time in that pose, canonically. Hi. Can you come over here? Just give me a second. Hey, break this table for me. Hey, break this table for me. Yay! He did it. I wasn't sure if he would. I was trying to remember whether or not they can affect environments correctly or not. Anything hidden down here? Nope. Not here. Yeah, one way to deal with an enemy that you don't know how to dodge and avoid and stuff like that properly is just to just put all that Havel on and then turn on your iron skin and just try to tank your way through the fight. Hey there. Man, I must have, like, just enough upgrades to do that. I don't remember that being so easy. I think I have just enough upgrades to do just enough damage to just take them out instantly. Oh no. I over-adjusted. God damn. Y'all's strength weapons are scary. I'm used to doing piddly damage, but being really evasive and mobile. Huh.
Whatever can be done. Ah, you again. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the Silver Knights? Ah, don't be ashamed. 'Tis the fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome this together. This is quite a fix. We'll need another 3, no, maybe 5 bodies. Quite a fix indeed. This is quite a fix. We'll need another 3, no, maybe 5.
Nah, it's easy. You just murder them all with your sword. Aye. 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 Rude. Ow. Rude. I thought I was gonna get him when he wasn't even mid-attack. That would have been weird. Ta-da! I like the detail that he apparently came in through the window, because you can see the window here. He had to jump from that balcony, presumably? How did he manage that? He's more agile than he seems, it would appear. Can I just aggro one of you? please. Yay! So nice. Yeah. Pyromancy. I did it. It's not the most effective strategy necessarily. Hey. Bye-bye. Hopefully I'll get a lot more chances to properly upgrade my flame, and hopefully it'll kind of play a bigger role at some point. Never been sure about pyromancy though, even though I have such a habit of picking it every time. I think I just view pyromancy as like, it's better to have pyromancy in your melee playthrough than to not have pyromancy in your melee playthrough. But I don't always find uses for it as much as I would like to.
Oh ho! What's on your mind, friend? Wait. You defeated those monsters? Fantastic! I'm saved! This Knight of Katarina hereby commends you. Take this as a token of my gratitude. But be warned, gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan. But be warned.
The tragic thing is that Siegmeyer, or Siegward, or Siegmeyer, no, this one's Siegmeyer, will never come up with a plan. Because he sucks. He's so lovable, he's so great. Oh, isn't he great? It's Siegmeyer, yeah, he's great. He sucks. He sucks so much. Like, all the time. He's fine, he's good, and all that. It's just he's so bad at this. The whole thing that we have to do to survive in this game. I think I actually want to go... Right, I want to go back on the roof. He just stands no chance at making it through this adventure without you. And the tragic thing is he realizes that eventually. And that's what makes it sad. And his lesson he takes isn't the whole, like, anime power of friendship lesson of like, yeah, I need to learn how to rely on my friends. No. Not quite. I see you, Titanite. And... Right, this is the staircase shortcut back to the beginning. I think I might remember this way better than I thought I would. Boink. No, 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 don't do that, no, no, no. Owie. Owie, 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 owie. Oh, no. Mistake was made. Hey there. Uh-oh. It's literally the exact context you don't want to fight a spearman in, and is a hallway where they have complete advantage. Ow, I didn't get to land my blow. Oh. Poise. Poise, you hurt me. People have asked why I'm not wearing better armor, but I guess you just missed the whole part where I struggled so hard against the gargoyles because I was medium rolling, and then I was like, hey, now look, let's do this, now I'll light roll, and then suddenly I was doing way better at the game. I could not, I don't know how to make it more clear that it's an intentional choice. Some of y'all don't pay attention. Hey. Hey? 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 Boink. Thank you for your participation. Yeah, the Silver Knight set. I would love to wear heavier armor, but I'm gonna have to bump up the my stamina and my endurance stats so much to make that feasible if I want to keep my roll. Because boy, is this so much nicer. Or I could look into that one ring. Doesn't that one ring make you do the next better roll? Oh, I should look into that. I think that's what it does. I think it makes you do the next best roll. Based on whatever class you are. Which would be a way of letting me wear heavier armor while wearing a ring. Wear better armor without having to have massive amounts of endurance. The problem is, then I'd be using up both of my rings. So I'm already using Havel, right? Like, I'm using, like, the level of armor I'm wearing right now is basically made possible by Havel. Let's see, 45, 22.5. I can wear 22.5 to standard 25%. That's what I'm stuck with right now. So I can wear another 0.7 of armor. And that's about it. So if something just weighs 0.7 more or less, then I'm good. Oh shit, the Crimson Robe is just better, isn't it? Oh, just the chest piece though? Now I'm gonna increase by 1.5. I forgot that the Crimson Robe, yeah, is like a weirdly good piece of equipment. I mean, if you go through your numbers and everything is blue, including weight, then it's kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? I don't think that there's a secret bonus for this set. I'm a little overdue to double-check these things. Ooh, this is mostly good. Better weight and better everything except fire. Oh my god, I'm gonna look like a monster. I'm gonna look horrible. The Wanderer boots are better than leather boots. Just like objectively. I go 2.7 heavier now. Do I finally put on a helm? Oh my god. That nightmare item. That's a pretty cool looking one. Does it have a weird effect? No, it makes you look like Daughter of Chaos. Strong elemental resistances. It's not the worst, but the gloves are so gold. Like, unreasonably gold. It's actually a cool looking set other than that. Let's see, I can increase my weight by 1.3. These are 2.3, so I can go up to 3.6. Let's try anything else. I just want to not look like this if I can. But they're good items, unfortunately. Oh my god, they're so good. The gloves are so good. Almost everything that weighs more has worse stats, except for the stuff that weighs way more. Like, the leather gloves are just worse. Even these give you less physical defense, at least for some stats. They're a little back and forth. My current stuff gives me a little more lightning defense, and lightning does help. I'll have to cope. 3,000. Okay, do I have that on me? I think that's more than enough. Yep. Endurance. I was still going strength, wasn't I? Yeah, I'm just trying to go for 40. See you later, Dudo. Hi. Would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Xanthos? He's a big fan of butt stabs. The biggest fan of butt stabs is this door, right? He doesn't aggro, thankfully. Ow. Mr. Shieldy. Why? Why do you always have to have your shield up? Why do you use your shield as an offensive weapon, too? Don't you think you're being a bit defensive? No one aggro's right here, right? Hi! Howdy do, bro. Can you destroy all this terrain so I can move correctly? Ow. Ow. Zoom! That wasn't even very strong. Oop. I'm gonna have to go back to the bonfire for this, aren't I? Oh! Thank you. Ow. Oh no. Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. And please don't do that thing that happened in the donkey video. Thank you. Very rude. I always find these guys awkward to fight in ways that aren't always easy to articulate. What? Oh. Oh. Infinite stun. Bad times. Wow, I'm doing a terrible job. Just the worst job. That wasn't good damage. It's just ranged damage. At best. What? Okay, now I remember why I don't like you. Your hitboxes are nonsense. Your weapon didn't hit me at all. Come on. Doesn't matter what skill level I'm at, every time I fight these guys, I just am not a fan. Oh shit. I'm gonna die. And I should not die against this guy. This is not a good show. But I don't want to use a humanity. I'd rather die and try again than use a humanity. Let's just try to be very careful. I don't want to use a humanity because if ONS goes poorly, then I might lose my humanity and anything on my body. Failing to retrieve my body. Or when a fight is tough enough, I just don't bother retrieving my body, generally. It's usually not worth it. Dude, your range is excessive. Oh, come on. I never get used to that guy. His movesets always feel weird. Oh well. Only 2 backstabs away from getting right back to him. Hello. How you doing? I'm trying to remember that you have to kind of ignore where their back looks like it is when they're mid-attack. Because their torso twists during attacks, so you have to remember to go into a weird direction and sort of attack their back leg to backstab them, otherwise you awkwardly swing at them because you don't trigger a backstab. Please swing around for a bit to destroy everything. Pretty please. Thank you. Oh, come on. Ah. Come on. Really? Holy shit. I'm trying to think of similar enemy examples throughout the franchise. I'm just trying to think of other cases, other fights that are similar to this one. Because the, his attack range is outlandish. And they like to make you fight him in smaller areas. They take it easy on you the first time. The first fight you have against him makes him feel like a boss fight because it's a giant open area, like they give to actual boss fights. But then they make you fight him in the muck in Sense Fortress. Not make, obviously. The only mandatory one is the first one, and you can even run past that one, I believe. But these other encounters against this guy are in increasingly complicated problem areas, kind of like the Capra Demon, where the level is kind of the problem in addition. Come on. I always feel a little weird when like a really awkward, slow backswing that looks like it's not even moving at a velocity for it to be an attack anymore does like your whole health of damage. Ow. Wait, this guy quickly becomes a problem because his attack range is like the size of the entire room, more or less. God damn it, you did not touch me in any way, shape, or form, dude. Oh, that was spooky. I pressed that heal a while ago. I've never had a clean method for fighting this guy, I feel like. Shit. God damn it. Now. No, can't see. Come on. I think being on this side of his tail's the right call. Gets tougher though when there's walls in the way. Oh, stop jumping. Oh, there's a weird... Yeah, he's got a weird blind spot right here. Whereas his swings actually miss you. Alright. Shit, I think I knew this before too. I think I forgot. That this side of his tail, where he doesn't have a leg, his melee swings tend to weirdly miss you. Even the ones that are going straight at you. And that's good, because if they're missing you, that means that you're not even having to spend stamina blocking them. Which is good, because this is a fight where he hits you so hard that even blocked attacks can kill you at times. Alright, level's getting a little weird. I need to lure you away from there. Please. Pretty please. God damn it. Uh-oh. Oh wait, that's all you were doing? Ah! God damn it. I was like, please don't hit me with that. That looks like it won't. No! So it's a combination of a couple things. You got the giant attack range, and then you've got the fact that his melee punch swing thing, like, drags? Which I guess is a bit of an exception by the franchise standards in many cases, just because you're used to attacks that you dodge once, and then you're free from the... Whoa, I stunned him. Yeah. You kind of get used to the idea of dodging an attack, where you dodge the attack and then it's over. But when you dodge these attacks, he does a weird, slow, dragging hand motion. So even after you dodge the initial attack, you get hit anyway. So instead of the Dark Souls sort of approach to usual dodging, where you just have to physically iframe away the attack, you actually have to physically avoid the attack via your dodge, the way that other games tend to handle dodging. Otherwise, you'll just get hit anyway. I'd prefer to two-hand it. Come on. Okay, this level's so fucking awkward to fight you in. Please get off the wall for a second, please. Hey, I dodged him. No, my stamina. Okay, I missed. Oh, come on. That wasn't even the dragging motion. That was just you decided the hitbox would reapply again after the first swing. That's kind of a dick move. Ah, we're okay. Yeah, that is multiple collisions. You can see that I did multiple blocks in a row, and it drained my stamina multiple times. So his attacks count as multiple attacks, which also makes him like a weird outlier too. He's a weird fight. Oh, that wasn't him being dead. That was a stun. A stagger. There we go. Got through it much better that time. Progress was made. Howdy. Number one priority, open door. You feel the black eye orb quivering. Yeah, I'm tempted, dude. Lord knows it would help with the next fight. I am plenty tempted, but we're opening this door right now. It's important to do that. Jesus. I was having a moment. Stop it. Cut it out. Being rude. Oh, excuse me, goodbye. There's so little reason to fight those guys. There's such an roundabout, awkward spot that you can just avoid in so many ways. There's no reason to deal with their shit. Hey, weird stairs that don't touch the wall, mainly because there's a window there, which is... That's actually all the weirder yeah, why is there a weird solid wall right here that goes in front of the window and makes... It's like ugly... That's ugly architecture. That's really ugly architecture. Why wouldn't they just put a rail up or something? Huh. And why does this spike thing go in front of those windows? Weird. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I would like to find strange items now, please. Oh, I thought I was... Oh, wow, I actually did get hit by that. Oh, I know, that was probably extended fall damage. There's the one. Howdy. You know what you did, you son of a bitch. That feels good. I can finally open this from the backside. Ah, all the shortcuts are opening. So nice. One last stint of having to deal with you bastards. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Come on! No, hitbox. No! Sadness. You there? Ow. Oh no. There we go. Got him, got him, got him. I see you there. You just fall off a cliff? You just did. That's really funny. He tried to stab the wall with a spear, but his spear attack is so long that he physically pushed himself backwards off the level. That wasn't a hit either? God damn. I think their giant, spread-out, spidery body gives you a weird impression of their center of mass. So you think you're gonna hit them when you don't. And you have tragic moments like that. Here's my chance to see whether or not I can upgrade my weapon yet. Then we can do Lodran. And then I can use his Divine Ring of Favor to be a mega badass during the next fight. Because it's the best fucking item in the game. Like, it just is.
Who are you? Forge your weapons? Talk, 'tis no good, but forge, very good. I have any time. Talk, 'tis no good. Every...
Oh, that was actually different dialogue.
Friend, you talk. I no talk, but happy. But you are but...
Something funny about him saying, you talk, I no talk. When he's talking to me, the silent protagonist that we never hear speak in this game, and he is speaking. Claymore is not the weapon I'm using right now. Oh, twinkling. Damn it, I forgot. Yeah. Oh, this large Titanite doesn't matter because it's for my older weapon that I've pretty much gone away from lately. I didn't get any twinkling this whole time, huh? Do you sell it? Purchase item. You do! My hero! My hero! Base damage goes up by 22. Scaling damage goes up by 10, so I'm getting 32. 32 more damage. Son of a bitch. 2 more Twinkling Titanite, and I can do it again. The upgrade itself costs 2,000, the Twinkling Titanite is 8,000, so I need 18,000 for the upgrade. I don't have any hard souls on me right now, do I? Nope. 18,000. I'll be there soon. Just clearing shit out around here. I'll reach 18,000 and come back and get another upgrade, and then I'll have all my souls spent, so I'll be safer during the next fight. If nothing else, I'll probably have that much after Lautrec, which hopefully I can do in my first try, but we'll see. I should probably wander on back and get myself... Oh, right, that loops right back up to here. I should go back to the bonfire. Oh, you actually have line of sight. I didn't think you had line of sight. There's no one over here, right? Nope. Owie! How did he do that? That was weird. I was blocking and he bypassed my block entirely. Not even like he overpowered my block, like... That must have just... the game must have just decided that he attacked... Okay, no, I'm not dealing with you guys, go away. Bye-bye. The game must have decided that he managed to hit me from like behind the shield or something. Like it must have decided that, oh yeah, that was like a backstab or a flank. Which is a hell of a thing to have happen when you're locked on. I would like my flasks, please. Might even kindle this bonfire. Now that I have access to it from here on out in this zone. You never know when more flasks might be handy. But kindling would mean being human, and then I get invaded again and murdered. Let me do another episode of that. That's not a great time. But kindling's tempting because I'll have more flasks. During the big fight, but they already have 10, which is nice. They're nice enough to give me that much. Wait, can I even kindle the bonfire? I don't remember if you can kindle to only 10 or 15 by default. I don't have the right of kindling because I haven't done pinwheel. So I probably can't even kindle any further. But I'm not super sure. Not super sure. I don't have any souls on me right now, do I? No, I already stashed the Priscilla and stuff. Well, alrighty then. Let's get up in there. Why? Why do you do this to me?